Director Todd Gardner directly stated in a recent interview that Mortal Kombat 2 will feature a lot of new characters who did not appear in the first movie. He officially confirmed some of the fighters, and it is even known who will play them. But the most anticipated are the main villains, and right now I'll tell you about them, so let's start right away. Noob Saibot. At the end of the first movie, Sub-Zero died, but fans know that this is not the end, but only the beginning of something dark. Actor Joe Taslim will officially return to the role and has been spotted on set a few times, but now he will play Noob Saibot. This information has been approved by both Joe himself and the writers of the sequel. This makes Noob the first confirmed villain. The script for Mortal Kombat 2 is being written by Jeremy Slater, best known for Marvel's Moon Knight, and he promised to show the crazy origin of Noob Saibot and said that the audience will definitely be satisfied. Here, the authors didn't reveal anything new. It is reported that the film will show us the Noob's canonical story without major changes. Fans love him because he's got this mysterious past, being Sub-Zero's badass older brother who literally rises from the dead as a deadly ninja with Black Air Force's vibe. I hope that Joe Taslim has enough talent to play him brilliantly, because Noob is one of the most fan-favorite characters. He possesses shadow-based powers, allowing him to create clones, teleport, and manipulate pure darkness for both offensive and defensive maneuvers. The budget of Mortal Kombat 2 is a bit bigger than that of the first, and all hope now is on the quality work of visual specialists who should show his abilities on the screen. I think in the plot, Noob Saibot will be a minor villain who will be out for revenge, but nevertheless, every minute of his appearance should inspire fear and awe in the audience. More details are still unknown, but the fact is that Bi-Han will be revived by the powerful and manipulative sorcerer Quan Chi. Have you seen Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Remember Charles Manson there, and the actor who played him, Damon Harriman, will appear in Mortal Kombat 2 as Quan Chi. By the way, an interesting fact, Harriman played Manson twice, not only in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but also in the second season of Mindhunter. I watched both of these projects, and I can say that the actor is quite talented, and I'm really looking forward to his appearance in the Mortal Kombat sequel. Quan Chi himself is a key character in the MK universe, and the authors compared him to Ebony Maw from Infinity War. They were reportedly heavily inspired by the Marvel movies when writing the script, and Thanos' sorcerer became the prototype for the live-action Quan Chi. Well, basically in canon, he is responsible for many key actions and has always been present in important storylines. He is the one who should resurrect Bi-Han in the sequel, just like he did in the games, and I also think that his role and own motives will be revealed to us more. It would seem that in the first movie, we only got to know Shang Tsung a little, and I think that the writers failed to reveal him properly. So Quan Chi should rectify that and show fans the magical side of the MK universe. After all, he's one of the most ambiguous characters in the franchise. Not only is almost nothing known about his actual past, but his story is inextricably linked with Shinnok. At one time, he found out about the fallen god locked in the hellish prison and decided to grease himself to him, saying that in return for his help in freeing him, Shinnok should give him an amulet. However, Shinnok himself is unlikely to appear in the second film, perhaps just a mention or cameo in the post-credits scene, otherwise the sequel will be too overloaded with storylines. But even in the first part, we were given a hint of the future. Shinnok's amulet makes a brief cameo in Raiden's Order of Light, where Kano attempts to steal the amulet before Liu Kang tells him to return it. This means that in the sequel, Quan Chi may come back for the amulet. After all, it's one of the most powerful weapons in the MK universe. With it, you can resurrect anyone, and the amulet will still be an important MacGuffin in the next Mortal Kombat movies. Baraka. The next confirmed villain is Baraka, played by CJ Bloomfield. For the actor, Mortal Kombat 2 will mark his debut in the big screen. I think there's no need to focus on the cast because CJ will be under a big layer of makeup. Baraka is a very popular character among the fans. According to canon, he belongs to the Tarkatan race, but in Mortal Kombat 1, they decided to retcon the story a bit, making Tarkata a virus and portraying Baraka as more of a positive character. However, in the movie, authors promised to show his classic fierce image. It is reported that he will appear in the first act of the sequel and will go after Johnny Cage on Shang Tsung's orders. This means that Baraka's role will be small, so fans should lower their expectations. I'm more curious about his design. There are allegedly leaked concepts floating around Reddit, but I assure you that's a fake. Nevertheless, I hope Baraka will look gorgeous, otherwise Mileena turned out poorly in the first film. In short, I think Baraka won't play a big role in the sequel, and we are unlikely to see other Tarkatans. Let's move on. Reptile. In the first movie, the author stupidly killed our boy Syzoth, totally destroying him as a character. It was disgusting, and if the writers don't bring him back to life or make it clear that it wasn't Syzoth, but just one of the Saurians, then it will be complete trash. Guys, I really love Reptile, and I especially enjoy how in Mortal Kombat 1, NetherRealm retconned him. I really hope that in the sequel, they will show us a Reptile. I especially would like to see him in human form. My dream cast is Carlo Baker, who played Reptile in Mortal Kombat 1, and I think he fits the vibe perfectly. Fun fact, Carlo also played Nero from Devil May Cry. I wouldn't hesitate to invite him to the second movie to fix the misunderstanding that the authors made with Reptile in the first film. He must be a formidable, cunning humanoid reptilian creature with venomous abilities and exceptional agility. Employing stealth and guerrilla tactics, he lurks in the shadows, waiting to attack with lethal precision. His camouflaging and spy abilities with acidic projectiles make him a formidable foe, adding a layer of danger to the intense battles within the Mortal Kombat tournament. And finally, the main boss of the sequel will be Martin Ford's Shao Kahn. He's a professional bodybuilder and already has some experience in acting. You might have seen him in Fast and Furious 9, where he had a small role, but the actor is definitely memorable. Standing at over 6 feet 8 inches and weighing 140 kilos, he is a true muscle-bound giant. His face and physique make him a perfect choice for the role of Shao Kahn. At this point, I express my respect to the authors who managed to bring Martin into the Mortal Kombat franchise. There were rumors before that Dwayne Johnson would play Shao Kahn. The Rock stated in an interview that he got a major role in the adaptation of a game franchise, and even Ed Boon thought he would be a perfect Shao. But, Martin Ford fits 100 times better. By the way, he posted photos from the gym where he was actively preparing for the role. He also actively shared footages from the filming where makeup was being applied to him. And here he is, reading Shao Kahn's lines. Judging by the leaked plot, Shao will be a conqueror who believes that power is the key and weakness should be punished. He'll definitely play a significant role in the next Mortal Kombat movies. It is reported that we will see how he conquers Edenia and kills King Jerrod, played by Desmond Chaim. However, if Quan Chi is Ebony Maw, then Shao is Thanos. Kitana will be a kind of Gamora, who will be raised in lies and deception. Shao Kahn, seizing control of Edenia, looks to expand his dominion. His sights are set on Earth, aiming to subjugate all living beings. He is slated to be the primary antagonist in the upcoming sequel and threequel. As per leaked details, Shao Kahn won't be portrayed as an absolute malevolence. He will possess a distinct moral code and even philosophical beliefs. In the movie adaptations, he'll be portrayed as a creature who adheres to the belief that the strong should govern the weak, viewing this as the true form of justice. Nevertheless, he harbors affection for Kitana and is deeply angered by her alignment with Raiden's cause. Shao Kahn is the epitome of Mortal Kombat villainy, boasting an imposing presence and an insatiable hunger for power. His ruthlessness and dominion over realms make him the ultimate adversary, etching him into gaming history as an unparalleled antagonist. His ferocious demeanor, villainous charisma would captivate audiences and translate seamlessly onto the big screen, solidifying him as a standout character in the Mortal Kombat cinematic universe. Subscribe.